Hi, welcome to Bitches of Horror.
And today we're going to talk about the film In Fabric.
Yes, and this film is showing at Monsters of Film 2 times. So
Twice the
have
film.
Yeah, you can either see it twice or you can, take whichever one you can see and watch the other films. In Fabric is from 2018, directed by Peter Strickland, starring Marianne Jean-Baptiste, Gwendolyn Christie, Julian Barrett, Steve Oram, and Haley Squires. Yes.
And it's about this woman, and the one who Marianne is playing, and she goes to a kind of high fashion store, and she sees this beautiful red dress, and she buys it, and they soon discover that the dress is actually haunted. So it's up to no good for whoever is wearing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you know who Peter Strickland is, his films are very artistic, very weird.
I was expecting a very artistic and weird film. And I mean, I got a very artistic and weird film.
I did, yeah. He if you don't know who he is, he did Barbarian Sound Studio, for example. A lot of other films. But yeah, I don't even know where to start with this film. I mean, I do know where to start because it's fucking beautiful. It's such a good looking film.
It is very beautiful. It's
so good
the
looking.
lighting is good.
Yeah.
The cinematography is really good.
Yeah, the setting.
It's amazing. But where the film really kind of falls is the script. I mean, just halfway throughout the film, something happens like quite drastically, and it just made me like not be interested in the film as much. Like, I was totally just turned off.
I agree. The first half of the film was definitely a lot better, and I wish that they would have continued with what they were going with then. Mostly because like the tone of the film kind of changed.
I mean, it changed completely, and it just wasn't as interesting. I wish that they had like explored like the first of the film. Like, they could have like made that longer, and they could have made so much with those characters and the dress in that like
span of time. Yeah,
exactly. Like, they had so many things they could have done.
That's the thing, because in the beginning in the first half it was so mesmerizing, and you actually cared about the characters, even like the sort of minor characters.
Yeah, you really did. And then everything just turned around, and you were like,
yeah, it kind of went over to a different storyline, and then you're sitting here with these two guys who are like, they were her boss, right? Their bosses or something. They were working where she was working, and I don't know, the conversation that they were having then, it didn't it didn't talk to me at all. Like,
yeah, like I went from
it felt like it kind of went to like comedy. It felt like it was trying to be funny, but it wasn't like funny. It was just like, just get fucking on with it. Like, it was such a long scene. It was just like, just fucking move
but like
on.
the first of the half of the film, I was like, oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah.
This is so good. It's gonna be crazy. Like, and then when the switch came, I was like down here, and I'm like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like, just finish this film and let me just.
I agree. I mean, Marianne, and I think it's Gwendolyn. I didn't look it up. I'm really bad. But the woman who plays the store clerk, she is, both of those. They're just amazing. I love them both. The acting, the way they carry their lines, the facial expressions. They do such a good job, and it was very like, you were always like uneasy in the beginning. I totally agree with you, man. Like, the first half of the film was like spot on. It could have been like at least a 9 out of 10, and then it just you just why
exactly. And
what was the reasoning behind
what was the
what
point?
happened? Yeah,
and they could, like, in the second half, they could just have done so much more with the dress. It had like, I mean, it's a freaking haunted dress. You can do so much stuff with it. You can do so much fun stuff, but in the second half, it's just, they kind of wasted it.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of did.
I agree. It's not a bad film. I'm not going to say it's terrible,
No.
but it's definitely worth watching just for the first half. I totally think that. I don't think you should throw this film away just because of what we thought about the second half. Because the first half is actually that good that I recommend you to watch it. And I think the ending was kind of different and pretty cool. I think they could have kept the ending, but just, kind of.
Yeah, had it in the.
Yeah. So the ending was good, but just that sort of like last part was like, they could have done that differently. I feel.
Yeah.
So it does have very good high points in it, and I did enjoy it, but I think I could have enjoyed it a lot more.
So what?
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 because I think it's a solid film in general. Just that I agree with that they kind of blew it in the second half.
Yeah, I will give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah. What under again?
Yeah, but do you blame me?
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's just that I really, really enjoyed the first half. So I'm not gonna take away. I think it was about maybe 30 minutes where it just kind of lost me, which is quite a while.
It is quite a while. I mean, you have
but
like
it's still,
ripped apart
it still
films
looked
for 1
good.
second.
It was still good acting. Like it was just it's just like
it was a wrong turn.
It was a wrong turn. Yeah. But anyways, check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
It's showing on the Friday and Sunday.
Yes, so you have 2 opportunities to watch this film.
Yes, and don't miss out.
Yeah, don't miss out on our upcoming reviews for all the films that are being shown.
And stay horrific.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.